Nigel, Mansfield 1, Southend United 1. Your assessment?
Massively missed opportunity today to get 3 points, that first home win in the league. First half, when we chatted yesterday, I regretted my words straight away when you said about playing the same team, and I said, well, we've not really had any performances where it's been really below par. That was before the first 45 minutes today, and that was, wow, by far the worst we've had since we've been here, and unbelievably disappointed in every aspect of that first half performance.
Why do you think it was so lacklustre?
Don't know. I think we've just had a brief chat about it now, and you come into a new job, and you sort of the first few weeks, that you have an impact and everything, and then the players tend to sort of revert to type, I think. And from what we've just been chatting there from the people who've been here before, that was the sort of first half that was earlier on in the season and stuff, and for us it's that completely and utterly unacceptable. The second we played properly in the second half, and actually did our jobs properly and played with any sort of tempo and commitment and energy. We were camped in their half, got the goal and had enough situations and chances again to score 2 or 3 more. But we wasted 45 minutes of the game, and that's what's cost us the 3 points today.
Do you look into that first half a little bit more deeply after what you saw?
Oh, definitely. We watch every game back, every minute of every game. But we pretty much know what the problems were. And we tried to put it right to a certain degree at half-time. And it's nothing to do with formations, it's how you go about doing your job within whatever given formation, and we didn't do that in the first half.
What was therefore said, Nigel, at the break, and what was the game plan heading into the second period?
Let's just play properly, let's get the ball wide, let's get some crosses in, let's play with some energy, and we're at home, and let's get some tackles in, and play proper, what we call proper football. The pitch out there isn't conducive to knocking it about and everything. That's fine, but I thought we played some good football in the second half despite the conditions, and that's all we ask of the players. What you saw second half is all we ask, and all we've asked from day one.
Ultimately, you wouldn't have thought we would have said this at the break, but ultimately you could have gone on to win it.
We should have done in the second half. I think if we'd have got that equaliser a little bit earlier, but the one that I think Jordan Barry's headed and the lads sliced it onto the bar. You also need a little bit of a break sometimes. Nothing dropped for us in the penalty area certainly, but we had enough situations and chances there to score more than the one goal. We kept going again right to the end, putting them under a bit of pressure. And sometimes you just need either somebody to get a free kick in, we said a corner, anything, just somebody to provide that finish. Jordan got us the equaliser, but we couldn't get the winner.
The changes throughout the match which you made, what was the thinking with the alterations, both in personnel and shape?
Well, we needed a presence up front in the second half, and we had the sort of 3 in midfield to try and control the game, but we didn't. We didn't get second balls, and we weren't getting near to anybody. So we think, well, we might as well go with 2 in there and have the advantage somewhere else on the pitch. And I think Cookie made a difference again when he came on. Won us a few headers, got us up the pitch, and I think we were camped in their half for the majority of it.
Yeah, you laid siege towards the Southend United goal for much of the second period. Just going back to that first half, because I know it's perhaps discouraging.
I'd rather not.
A final question on it, because it's surely discouraging. Had it been a similar first half to the second, you would have gone on to win the game, no doubt of that for sure and certain. But just heading into future matches, as a manager, how can you endeavour the boys do not repeat that first half performance?
Well, you just keep the message, just keep telling them the same message and trying to hammer it home. Backed up by the analysis and the clips that we'll be showing them this week as well from the game, and why it was so lacklustre and what we did wrong. We show them, we tell them. There's certain things happened in the first half that we've saying to the players at half time. We've asked you to do that, haven't we? Yeah, why didn't you do it? I don't know. And that's a bit demoralising as a manager and a coach, but also it's a responsibility on the players. You've been told to do it. Do it. That's what we asked them to do the jobs, and they didn't do that in the first half.
Bit of housekeeping to end off with. No Nicky Maynard in the squad today. Was that the dead leg still continuing?
No, he actually trained yesterday, started to train in the warm-up. He slipped in the warm-up at the end of the warm-up and felt his hamstring a little bit. So it's sort of cramped up. Hopefully won't be too bad, and he might be available for next week.
So we could see him back for the Boxing Day fixture at Scunthorpe?
Hopefully, yes. Certainly sometime over the Christmas period, but we would hope for next week. He was all ready to train, the dead leg was fine. Unfortunately, just one of these things in training.
And what is the plan now between now as we speak here after this one, Nigel, to that Boxing Day match at Glanford Park?
A bit of rest and then some good training in the middle of the week prior to Boxing Day. three big games now, 26th, 29th and 2nd. We've got to go to Scunthorpe and get a result. When you're not winning your home games, which we haven't won one at home in the league, then it puts more pressure on your away performances and your away games. So we've got to go to Scunthorpe and get something. I think the results have gone against us today. That's irrelevant. We should have won today. Doesn't matter about anybody else.
Thanks, Nigel.